Good morning. It is Sunday morning, May the 5th, I believe. And I am out getting my fasted cardio in. And yes, I am getting started with this very early. I usually don't do fasted cardio until about 4 weeks out. But I have very stubborn legs. Stubborn legs. So we're going to get started on these legs a little early this year because I want to leave nothing to chance for this competition because it's important to me. You can always, if you've lost too much or whatever, you can always, towards the last few weeks, work to get a few pounds back on or fill back out. But if you haven't lost enough, you're in bad shape. So anyway, we're trying to get a little ahead of the game this year. So I have in my garage, I've got an elliptical, have a treadmill, but I really like walking. I haven't been able to walk recently because the pollen has been so bad here, and I have been really sick with it. So it's been raining a little bit. It's a little bit drizzling right now, so I wanted to walk. And actually, I have found that walking is one of the best things for my legs. My legs seem to respond better to walking than most things for leaning out. So that's what I'm going to try to do the most of while I can. I'm not doing fasted cardio every morning. Right now, just a few mornings a week when I can. The mornings that I have really early morning clients, I am not getting my ass up out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning that early, or 4:30 quite yet. Because also rest and my sleep is incredibly important to me since my home life is so crazy and stressful. I have also had a lot of issues with really high cortisol levels, stress levels, of course, as do most people. But with the home life that I have with my kids and the husband out of town all the time and trying to take care of all my clients that I love, and me being the type of personality that I am, I have a hard time relaxing and resting. So every minute of extra sleep that I can find, I'm going to try to get. And I'm not a napper, so it's hard for me to do that as well. So anyway, so I'm getting about a 40-minute walk in this morning before I go eat breakfast. I'm going to have eggs. I'll have one egg, and a couple egg whites scrambled. And yeah, that's probably going to be breakfast. Maybe right now on a whole wheat tortilla flat for right now. And then I'll be cutting out all flour. I usually don't eat any flour or bread, but since I'm so far out right now, I can still have a little bit. I'll be cutting that out in the next week or two, I think. And my husband comes home with McDonald's and bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. But this doesn't bother me because I don't eat that crap anyway. But just saying. Good morning. It's Tuesday, May the, I think the 7th. And I'm almost 16 weeks out doing my first cardio today. And I am worn out. I got about 2.5 hours sleep last night thanks to my son, who's 24, who was pulling a drunk last night and was not behaving himself. And I'm mad as a hornet. He still lives at home because he is mentally disabled and is unable to live on his own and support himself. But the boy knows how to drink. He's not autistic or have Asperger's. He's just major OCD, anxiety. He has a rage disorder. All of this brought on at birth. Anyway, I could get into all of it, but anyway, I'm not going to do all that. He's limited in his mental capacity, but anyway, so yeah, so not getting enough sleep is not a good thing for me. But like I said, I'm trying to get my cardio in. I'm going to get about 40 minutes in now, and maybe 20 to 30 minutes in again later. Trying to eat a little bit more. I don't normally eat red meat, but I'm adding in a really lean, like 97% fat-free red meat a couple of days a week to try to keep my energy up and my calories up, since I am so stressed and I am always going from like 5 o'clock in the morning till about, well, when I finally get home it's usually about 7. So anyway, I'm gonna put some updates together and try to put out another update. Bye.
Is again that you're doing.
It's called an IAR. It's an Instrument Adhesion Release. So it breaks up all the adhesions and microfibroblasts that develop underneath the skin and in between the muscle tissues, so we can use it to break up scar tissue or when muscles get stuck together.
Yeah.
So where you had that surgery.
And you're scraping, that's where the incision was?
Mm-hmm.
You see those little white pieces? That's just scar tissue?
Yep. So we'll just break that up nice and easy. Shouldn't be painful.
No.
Feel that grit?
Yeah.
That's adhesions.
It is?
Yeah. See, now it's gone.
Oh man. Cool.
Go to another spot. There we go. Another spot right there. See that?
Yeah. Oh. So all that feeling, that's scar tissue?
Yep.